Welcome, everyone, to the weekly special. We're back again. As always, episode 3 now. Getting up there, slowly but surely. It's been a fun week. I have a fun story to tell, but Jordan, you had something you said you wanted to tell me.
I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say it?
I'm not going to say it.
That's fair.
Come on.
I'm going to start off with a bang here, because it comes from pure
bang.
anger. Fuck Verizon and everything about them.
Alright, since we're doing it, fuck Kobe.
There we go.
You're taking all our
Fuck
anger
Kobe
out?
and the Lakers, man.
And the Lakers.
Especially the
So for those who
Lakers.
don't
Jordan's
know,
just butthurt about
about
the
an
Lakers.
hour ago, the Lakers questionably beat the Celtics, and it was
I'm not happy.
something.
I'm not
There was not very happy, Jordan. But I'm gonna go about Verizon first. Okay, it's brought up a problem I've noticed.
That's
saw
all
it
I'm going to say.
That's fair.
Sorry.
There's a problem I saw in a couple other videos I've seen people talk about before. What is with companies, customer support, not wanting you to talk to them? It took me like an hour and a half just to talk to a real person on Verizon.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Because I had to fix my phone because I couldn't text people. And they send you through about 11 or 12 different loops and like hoops to like jump over to try to just talk to a real person. Like you call their support line, it sends you to a robot, and it's about 30 different menus you have to go to. And then at the end of it, they say, can't fix it, sorry. And that's, like, getting it to fix is, like, impossible. I don't get it. Why do they have... Is it cheaper, to not have that many people, on staff?
That's what Reddit's for.
Yeah. Google in general.
Yeah.
Just fix
Reddit
everything.
didn't help, though. Not at all. For once, it did not
Reddit
help.
is actually really helpful. It's scary. Everything
I feel like
is
a
on
lot
Reddit.
of like corporate companies like that, their customers, like, they just don't give a shit about their customer service. They could care less about it because they know they're going to have customers no matter what. But, yeah, it's ridiculous how...
Boycott Verizon 2020.
Boycott. Don't get me wrong. I love Verizon.
I do too.
I get the best service from them.
I hate Verizon.
How do you hate Verizon?
Because
You
we
guys all
we
have
don't
Verizon?
we don't get unlimited.
You can't hate Verizon for that,
That's
though.
the way.
Yeah,
That's
I
the way a
can.
lot of things are, though. Like, does yours just slow down, or is it like?
Oh no! Once we run out of data, you're fucked.
Yeah, you
Really?
Shut off
You pay,
completely.
like, Is it, like, shut off data?
Yeah.
Really?
Our shuts off.
That is so weird. Like, I know
Like
US.
it won't even load like a single song from Spotify once we run over.
I know I have like
Yeah.
US Cellular, and it just slow. Like, it's slow as dirt.
Yeah.
Like once you get to
It's
a certain
bad.
point.
I would disagree. I have U.S. Cellular, and it's perfectly fine for mine.
Do you have
That's what I
unlimited
mean.
as well,
But
right?
like we,
Huh?
You have unlimited, right? Through USLR?
Yeah.
but we have like 6 people on a plan. So I mean, and
Well-
I use probably 20 some gigs.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
I have
probably
to use, like, a
why. If
hotspot
you
on
got
it.
so
Yeah,
many
I mean,
people on there. And
Yeah, but
Unless you're connected to Wi-Fi all the time.
right, and that's the way I'm on my hotspot all the time at my house. So like,
With our deal through Verizon, me and my dad have unlimited, and it doesn't slow down at all. But, in the end, we pay for it. Because me and him
Right.
probably use 80 gigs of data in a month. Because we just download movies,
right,
and
yeah,
we do everything off data because it's faster than
Yep.
any Wi-Fi I'm going to get in Iowa. And so why not use it? But our bill's probably like $120 a month just per person. That's just on data alone.
yeah.
It's unreal. Because I don't think Verizon offers technically the unlimited anymore without slowing
Right.
down. Because no one does. Because
It's-
you just lose so much money.
Yeah,
Just
it's
makes-
it's crazy how much like those companies can make off of just data,
Oh, yeah.
like charging people for data.
No, it's unreal.
But
What's the point of it though? Like,
yeah, I don't.
data cannot be that expensive for them. There's just no way.
I really can't. But I mean, they're just
They're
focused on making a
basically a
profit out of it.
monopoly.
Yep.
Well, you
yeah,
look at it
that's-
nowadays. Everyone has a phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah, they
needs
know,
data.
yep.
They know no matter what
Yep.
they got you by the balls. Basically, there's nothing you can do about it. Is you have to have a phone to be able to answer any call that might even be somewhat job related.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, it's got to be with you all the time. You got to have some service. Like I know where I work, there's still some old people that have like the old flip phones and stuff.
Right.
But even then, that's still data somewhere.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
like-
there's only one logical solution.
What's that?
We build our own satellite.
Our own cell
Space.
tower.
We start our own boost.
And then
mobile.
Yeah.
we're set.
Since we're in Iowa, it seems like a very appropriate topic. So in Cedar Rapids,
I hate the state.
what I do.
I really hate
think
the
I'm
state.
not a big fan of it.
Let's get out
But
of here.
you were, you were Cedar Falls, right? When you went to college?
Yeah.
Cedar Falls. Okay, anywho, in Cedar Rapids, there was a man who just got arrested. It's this African American man who held this woman hostage for like 72 hours and forced her to watch the miniseries Roots to teach her about racism.
So this is some like Florida level shit here.
Yeah, but in Cedar Rapids.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Dude,
I'm
that's like-
pretty. She died. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that seems like the wrong way to teach about racism.
Oh
man.
man. There was gosh, I can't remember where it was that I saw something on the news this weekend about this teacher who bound up this dude in like her basement and everything, like tied his mouth with like gags and everything,
Yeah.
zip tied his legs and stuff together and zip tied him into a chair, and he like died struggling there. And I'm just like what makes people that fucked up to do that?
You gotta
shit?
wonder,
Like,
right? I mean, I got the article right here though. So, it was a 52-year-old African American man who was trying to culture her on African American roots by watching the show Roots, and he threatened to kill her, cut up her body, and spread her body parts across Interstate 380.
Jesus, so detailed. This guy had a
Oh,
plan.
it says on the way to Chicago. On the way to
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Or you just driving down the road, roll down the window, no one's
Just-
there goes a foot. Keep going, a few more miles down there, there's a hand.
Trying to
The whole
end
torso.
racism or add fuel to it?
Yeah.
Because
Right?
that's
Like-
gonna piss a lot of people off.
I mean,
stoking the
what was
fire
that?
there.
There was something on Royce's new album about the ice cream truck song. Did you
Ice
or
cream
like
truck song.
the
Something about
song
it.
that plays in the ice cream truck
Oh,
is
yeah.
originally
Yeah.
it's originally from like a 1916 song that was like really, I'm not gonna say the name of it. I know it.
It was pretty racist.
It was very very racist, but like it has very racist roots, and like in that song that lady was just, or the interlude part, she was like bitching out about it, like, and I think it's actually different now than
Yeah.
what it used to be. Like around here at least, it's just like the bell and everything. But
Yeah.
it's just interesting how like stuff like that resorts back to racism to some people.
That a
We're
boy.
Good job. Solid.
why is that song universal?
You get a 9 out of 10.
I don't know. It's just like that, and like
Like, is there a Ice Cream Man coalition of like ice cream people? I mean, everyone has a group now, right? Ice cream people gotta have a group, like at least a
like an
Facebook
underground,
group.
like an underground society.
Yeah, like Illuminati. It's really just Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, what do you think actually goes on in the Catholic churches? Come on.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus was spread by Ice Cream Man.
But ice cream man,
That's
just
a
started.
deep
They
conspiracy.
just started
there.
taking it,
Nah.
started injecting it.
Yeah,
They just
even
all got
though
together.
everybody knows.
No, you said.
Jesus Christ, Cat.
You said that about the Catholic Church. Like honestly, that place is like a cult.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, the Catholic Church? Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Just like going into
That's
there.
creepy.
I've been to a Catholic church, like not like several times before, but like just stuff like you're saying in like sync.
You know, pack some
You're
heat
sitting,
going
yeah,
there.
you're sitting in there and you're just like, what the hell's going on? Like, I can't do this.
If there's ever a group I've ever felt so uncomfortable with religiously, it's Catholic
Yeah,
Church people.
that's the way I
They
do. Like,
scare me,
Yeah.
like to the depths of my soul. I don't know what it is about it.
it's just like a
It's
different.
scary.
It's just a different group. Like under like even Christianity, like that's like far.
How much
far out
money
there.
would it take you, Josh, to join to be a Jehovah's Witness?
A lot.
Because we
Why
talked.
would I want to do that?
We talked about doing this for fantasy football a while back for the loser, and Dad was supposed to be the one who did it, but he just never. It was like the two options of either selling a questionable lemonade stand, where you have to dress in like either a thick trench coat
I would pay to see Canada.
or like a banana hammock thong,
I would pay.
or you have to be a Jehovah's Witness for 2 hours and go around the town you live in. So here in Gowrie.
Dude,
I'd give up my dignity just for a couple of views on the internet.
I think it'd be funny.
It'd be pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you try to play it as serious as you possibly can, being a Jehovah's Witness, I mean, I couldn't do it. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's why I like.
that
I
first
don't-
door slam, I'm done. I'm done.
I just start cracking up.
Yeah. It's
Open
just like,
dignity out the window.
Yeah.
So you gotta do that, or you gotta do some like Eric Andre shit.
Yeah,
Just go into restaurants, start stealing plates that people are eating off of.
yeah. Because you have to have balls to do that job.
Oh,
You do.
Like, be a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just like I don't know.
Because when you get a door slammed in your face like 3 dozen times a day, it kind of deters your confidence.
Oh.
I don't know how you don't put a shotgun in your mouth when you're a Jehovah's Witness. Not because of what you believe in, not saying it's wrong or anything. I'm just.
Yeah,
But it's
just
wrong.
what they do.
But it's wrong.
Yeah. Just what they do. Forcing the word of God down people's throat.
Just what everybody loves about literally anything.
Yeah.
I think they just need to start switching up their idea. Because they always lead with the, would you like to hear about Jesus Christ? I think they need to start with, do you like Thin Mint cookies? And like,
Yeah.
try to buy them in.
Bait 'em in there,
Maybe you
just-
should know Jesus Christ then.
But then we go back to the underage kids and religion. It's not a good.
Like, I
Yeah.
got these
That's
Thin
not
not a
Mints.
good combo.
I've got this book. Maybe we make a trade.
You get both.
You eat these Thin Mints, you learn about God.
You give me
Good
enough
idea.
time to eat 10 Thin Mints to tell you about our Lord and Savior.
He
Sounds
just fucking
funny.
shoves him down his throat. I'm done. Get out of here.
Well, you had some, didn't you? Something you want to bring up?
Oh, yeah. So, something I saw. Did you know that McDonald's is releasing scented candles?
I saw something about
Disgusting.
that.
There's
Wait,
about 5 of them
What?
that supposedly, if you light all 5 of them at the same time, it's supposed to smell like the Quarter Pounder.
that is just
Why do you
dis-
wanna
like, who-
smell that?
Yeah.
I
Just
really
so
want
you
my
can-
house to smell like
well,
a fast
and that's
food
the thing.
restaurant.
That's why I was wondering about this whole situation, why I brought it up. They're each individual, so like one is supposed to be the 100% beef
I
patty.
saw the pickles.
One is pickles. One is onions. One is the bun.
Why do you
But it's
want
like supposed to be 5 of them, and it's supposed to be for those people who just love the Quarter Pounder so much, they want their life to
Some-
smell like it all the time.
some 400
That's just
pound
gross
dude
to
that's
me.
Well,
pounding
and that
bed.
sounds like I was thinking, when I smell that, I get hungry. I was like, that's awesome. But do I want that smell in my house all the time?
Really,
No.
Oh, hell no.
That's what I mean.
No.
Like the onions, like that would be awful having like a candle that smells like onions just like filling your house.
Are they just releasing it themselves, or are they pairing like Yankee or something?
I actually
No,
think it's-
actually, I think they're releasing it themselves.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if they're released yet. There's going to be a limited quantity of them, but they're going to be released at some point. This came out only
can't-
like
I can't wait to go to McDonald's and be like, yeah, can I get a number 1 and all 6 of your scented candles, please?
Like, I want to eat my Big
It's like,
Mac,
would you like
and I
those
want
on
to
the
smell
side?
it too.
Yeah.
just
just
Go.
light those up, get that smell going as I take a bite. Just that
the
double
whole sensation.
the double sensation on my taste
fills
buds
me.
and my nose.
fills me up.
If you
No,
can't
I-
get enough of your burger, here,
I saw that and I'm like,
smell it.
What kind of corporate decision is that? If that's
Not a good one.
yeah.
You
It's
know,
the same
it's fucking
corporate.
Mc-
It's the same
McDonald's.
corporate decision as I don't know, promoting the Big Mac in a 34-day-old moldy mess.
Like, I like McDonald's, but I don't want to buy a candle from them.
Yeah, that's just not something.
Well, that's it. It's just another way to make money. It's like,
Yep.
people are going to buy your food no matter what. You're
Yeah.
always going to have people who love McDonald's
Yeah.
and buy it. You're making your revenue. You don't need
that's
to
what
go
it
out. Stick to your burgers. Okay? Stick to your burgers, your fries, and your always broken ice cream machine. Do not go for the candles.
Did you hear about them paying some company to fix their ice cream machines now? So McDonald's, I don't know the company who's doing it, but they're paying some company to design a new ice cream machine for them that's like less maintenance and
Yeah, they better.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
know,
shit
and
ever
I-
really
So was
broken
it
though?
self-cleaning? So
Actually,
they
it's
don't
supposed
Yeah.
to be.
I was gonna say, and I can't
Yeah.
wait for them to be shut down at 11 and be like, oh yeah, we turned them off, but we're gonna call it broken.
Yeah, guess that's what they do. It hits
Guess
like
that's
11
exactly what they do.
midnight,
Yeah, I
and they
went-
just turn it off.
I went the
because
other
they don't
night.
want to make them.
Yeah, and they start cleaning it up, and they're like, well, we don't want to put it back together. It's already clean.
I can tell you right now,
Lies.
when I've had a long day in the summertime and it's 10:30 at night, ice cream's gonna hit the
Yeah.
goddamn
Yeah.
spot.
A
Like,
shake slaps.
Dude,
I'll,
they
I'll
have-
pay you double price for a McFlurry right now. Just
They
fire
have-
that bad boy up.
They have a Shamrock Shake Oreo McFlurry right now.
Nope.
I went and got that
Really?
the other night, and it was like the mint in it isn't actually like the Shamrock Shake though, because you don't have like the whipped cream on like
Whipped cream's gross.
ruining it on top. But
See,
No,
I was just saying,
it's
I
a-
like the Shamrock Shake every
Yeah.
year
I
when
don't
they,
mind
they,
it.
I
when they
kinda get
release
sick of
that.
it.
I always gotta get at least one.
everybody
two
knows if you're
dozen.
getting a shake, the Burger King ones are better anyways.
They were better.
Yeah, like I mean, they
Has
got rid
it
of the
been?
cereal, but the Oreo ones from Burger King are incredible.
It's not bad,
Right.
They're
but I'm considered
really good.
I'm the Fruit Loops shake to me was like the greatest
Oh.
invention ever. It's the only good thing, like really good thing Burger King's done.
Yeah.
Because we know they eat their burgers.
Their food's disgusting. What the fuck?
Fly. The cat wants it.
She does. She's going on.
No, but
God, being a cat must suck, right?
yeah.
Well, I
Just got a
mean,
little
I
picky.
can't say that. You get to sleep and eat and just shit all day, which is, I mean, that's what I do
I
right
was
now.
gonna say, what are you
anyway.
doing other
Living
than
the
that?
But you always land on your feet. You can jump like 30 feet in the air. At least it feels like it to them.
Can climb anywhere.
And I'm convinced I could drop a cat off a skyscraper and it will live. I don't know why. I've never seen a cat fall from any height and be hurt.
That's because they land on their feet.
So do I.
Try
Why
But-
am I not a cat?
But if you're gonna jump off the roof of your house, that cat is gonna land on all 4 feet. You're gonna land on your 2 and fold in half and smack the ground.
What if
I land on all four?
what if you land on all 4 then? Just like.
It's not gonna feel good.
Well, one thing is your
you're not
hands are
landing
not
on your
going to
feet.
be as strong as your legs. You know that you walk around on all day long.
And carry stuff.
So that's what I need to do. I just need to start walking on all 4.
There you go. Or no,
Okay.
no, you
Going back to
got
monkey days.
you
we're
got
just
to
gonna-
equal it out. You got to walk on all just your hands for like quite some time, build up those muscles, and then go to all 4.
This cat's gonna kill me. I was reading this article about Japan. So apparently they're holding this all-male naked festival.
Gross.
Or it's only males. All of them are naked. It's called Hadaka Matsuri.
I mean,
I don't know what the point of it is.
unless you're gay, why?
Yeah.
Why would you go?
And it's not.
I mean,
It's not a gay festival. It's like not a music festival, but like a collection of people just hang out. Just do it. There'll probably
Just
be
hang out
music
naked.
and crafts and
I mean, like, I don't know about you
Jumping up
guys,
and down
but
with
like,
their dicks
tentacle
flinging up and
porn.
down.
I mean, it's Japan. So
if I
it'll
showed
probably
up
be
to a
tentacle
place
porn.
and everybody there is a man and they're all naked, I'm bouncing quicker than you can ever fucking imagine.
Hey,
Would you
dude.
go to a nude
A nude
beach?
beach? Probably.
Yeah,
Think so?
I might.
It's
Well,
gotta be weird.
Well, but the thing is a lot of people don't know. They actually have some like very strict rules when it comes to nude beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the
Right.
things is
No fucking.
yeah, even though
No
peop-
fucking.
even though everyone's nude, you can't explicitly just stare at
Oh, yeah.
somebody.
Just like,
And that's
Because
like
you
a
could
common
get in
courtesy
a lot
thing.
of trouble.
Yeah.
I guess, but like,
You're somewhat consenting to
someone's
that
naked,
when you're
if
sitting
you're-
yeah,
in a
you
public
kind of are,
place.
but
if you're going to a nude beach and you're naked, you cannot be mad about some person just ogling you. I mean,
You should take it as a compliment, you fat bitch.
Yeah, bitch. Jordan
Wow.
likes advantages.
I got a lot of anger in me today,
I
alright?
know you do. Poor Jordan. Celtics fan.
poor
Must be rough.
Jordan.
Fuck.
All right, Josh, what do you got for us?
Oh, mine kind of tied in with like the corporate stuff with like Wendy's is starting up their breakfast now this next coming week, and one of the guys, well, I know the franchisee of the one in Fort Dodge and everything, and they were talking about how Wendy's wants them to be open from like 6 in the morning till 10:30 in the afternoon with breakfast and everything, but they're only doing like I think it's 7 o'clock to 10:30, but only the drive-through. And it's just because like they're so tired of corporate being like, you guys have to have all these people here then. You can't hire any more staff, and they're already like overworking their staff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just like the corporate world and everything.
It's kinda-
The higher up are always more concerned, like he was saying, about their money and everything. And
I know how that goes.
they're more concerned about their workers.
Oh, I know
But-
how
Oh,
that
yeah.
goes.
But I mean, why should it be our problem?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I mean. It doesn't bother me that much. It's just like what the corporate world
You guys
has
aren't in
come
corporate.
to.
And
Yeah,
You guys aren't in retail.
that's what I
Yeah.
mean. That's why
I know firsthand how that bullshit goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
That's
so
You can't deny it. You've worked at the same place.
that's fair, I guess.
Twice.
yeah.
Both stores.
Since you brought up the candle thing, something I forgot about. You know Gwyneth Paltrow, if you remember, the actress. I don't know if you read this.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay, so Gwyneth, she's an actress.
She was in Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah,
Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
And I remember, I always forget it. The one I always think of is Shallow Hal, because I think she's the one in that. Maybe.
I
any-
believe so.
Yeah, that's a good movie if you've ever seen that. Anywho, she's selling a "This Smells Like My Vagina" candle.
Oh God. Tuna.
I mean, it just, oh god.
Now,
Well,
The loading
Let's-
port down in Miami.
let's ignore the what the candle actually smells like and the how did they figure out?
What?
Is it just like a bunch of guys sitting there just like yeah?
Just down in fucking
That's-
cooch.
It's got a hint of cod and a little peppermint.
the little pepper.
Oh.
Well, and then when you get halfway through the process and you're like, I just don't remember what her pussy smells like.
Gotta
Right
go
back down
back.
there.
Okay, so how,
It's like
Call her
I
up at
just
like 3 in
imagine
the
you're
morning.
promoting
I
it,
need
be
you
like,
to
how
come
do
in.
you
buy
do
my
that?
vagina candles. Show me how big of a true fan you are.
you can smell my pussy? Jesus.
Well
Christ.
then. Continue.
Vagina candles.
Vagina candles.
Yes.
That's
Vagina
where we're
candles,
at. No, I just like. How do you get a candle to smell like that though?
Yes.
Well,
How
I
do you
know
just,
who-
like, you just like the description. They go off of the description and like just mix.
How much would you pay to sell like a penis scent candle of yours?
What the? What's my penis?
Like, would you
scent?
do-
Does my penis actually smell?
Cheese.
Humongous
Well, no,
cheese.
you could do it in sections. You could do like fresh shower, like penis, and then you could do like 2-day penis and like
We like workout dick.
workout day.
Work
Worked out.
Yeah.
God, just fucking like rub your balls and be like,
You gotta get more explicit with the words, with the raunchier it's gonna smell.
yeah. 4-day no shower.
4-day
laying
no
in
shower.
bed.
Yeah.
I think it's a good. I mean, I would probably
It's
do
like-
it because
It's
why
like
not?
the same marketing scheme as like the people who do like the asshole chocolate thing.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
I know.
chocolate.
Yeah, so like they take they take chocolate and they mold the outside of your asshole out of chocolate and you send it to your lover.
What?
You've never heard of that?
So outside of your-
So they could
How?
eat your chocolate anus.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
What?
It was really popular a couple years
Why
ago.
is this world so fucked up? Who comes up with this stuff?
that is terrifying.
Yes.
I'm happy I knew about that.
So
Okay.
do they just like form a mold onto your ass?
That's
And
what I mean.
then,
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's gotta be the same like way of making like a pocket pussy.
Why not? Yeah. Why
I
not?
don't know if you've ever seen the process for making those.
No.
It's weird. It's really weird. It's like this, not ceramic, but this goo. It's like silly putty almost.
It's probably like the same shit they put in your mouth when they mold your mouth for braces.
Yeah, but they pour it
Just think
in.
of that, putting that into a
It's
pussy.
like, from what I've seen, they put like a box over your sniz, and then they fill it with like sauce, and then they sauce your sniz, and then it dries for like 2 hours, and then suddenly you've got a ceramic sniz.
Josh.
I mean, it's really the only way to do it until like we have enough technology to just get a like a computer down there that
Stick
just
a
like
rod in,
scans it.
scan
Yeah,
it.
it does it for you.
Cool.
Who's got the time to do that though?
Yes.
Imagine that, like you said, like sit there for like 2 hours. Imagine just sit there, spread eagle for 2 hours.
You
Get
gotta think of how
scanned.
much money you're gonna
Got
make
your
off
little
of
magazine
your
there, you just-
vagina.
She's looking. She's like, all right, we done.
We done, yeah.
Alrighty.
Just like
no,
with this
no
topic.
harm. Yeah.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So, don't ask how I know this. Speaking of sauce snizzes and pocket pussies. So they make it nowadays so advanced where you can buy, say, like a certain porn star's pocket pussy, and then you can attach it to an electronic motor. And then that electronic motor, like Bluetooth or USB to your computer.
To the motion.
Yeah, and then they have certain
yeah.
videos of like when she's going up and down or whatever.
Alexis
It moves
Texas
to
baby.
it.
I love
That ass.
technology, man.
That is, you pair them with VR goggles, and
Fuck
you
it.
don't need women anymore.
Yeah, I can just be single the rest of my life.
I mean, you need them to make the video.
That's like an
but
actual thing over in Japan.
Still,
It's
It's like
crazy.
a thing. Yeah.
dude, why aren't we?
How did we bomb Japan into that?
I don't know. I think we should bomb ourselves next.
Yeah. we just fucked
Do you
ourselves
want
up.
tentacle porn
No.
everywhere?
No, I don't want to get
I mean,
bombed
70
either.
years Japan is samurais with swords, and now it's tentacle porn and women's panties and vending machines.
Moving forward.
Progress.
Exactly what we want.
I mean, kinda. I mean, you gotta look. Yes, Japan is kind of a goofy place, but like technology ways, they're kicking the shit out of
Yes,
us.
they are,
Yeah.
man. It's
Well, not for long. Coronavirus.
knocking them out.
Taking them down a couple pegs. I don't know, me and my dad were talking about this earlier today about how World War II had an effect on business in Japan.
Yeah.
We're talking about I'm getting new tires on my car soon. And I've got like Yokohama's on there, and he was talking about like that between Michelin. And I was like, Yokohama used to be like one of the biggest, or not the biggest, but one of the like bigger companies for making
Right.
tires. And in World War II, their buildings and things like that got bombed, and
Yeah.
that's why they ended up like 20 years before us, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there was a gap in like how effective and productive they are. And he's like, we just need to do that to us now. Just bomb a couple tire companies, let them rebound, and
Yeah.
technology will just pop up.
That's
and
how it works. No, dude, it's scary how like little events like that, like the coronavirus right now, can affect like a whole country in like their economy.
Oh yeah, it's like that place is shutting down because
It
of
is.
it.
That's what I mean. I
I know, if we don't get our fucking Xboxes on time, I'm gonna go to...
I'm gonna be very.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ape shit.
All right.
I'm gonna go to China and finish overthrowing their goddamn government for them.
And get coronavirus while you're over there.
Fuck it, dude.
Is that worth
No,
it?
hey, as long as you go there and you're just double fisting liquor, you're fine.
Go full
Because
Rambo,
isn't that
dude.
what it says?
Rambo.
Liquor helps kill the coronavirus. There
I
you
know
go.
it's-
He's just got a beer hat, with liquor in
Yeah.
each one. Just,
I don't know,
let's
they
do this.
China's government created it in a lab so they can create a cure for it in a lab,
I
too.
don't have limes.
Yeah. That's all right.
I know it's kind of old news, but I'm still kind of pissed off about that whole Time Magazine Person of the Year thing with Greta Thunberg and
Yeah.
the Hong Kong protesters. It's kind of bullshit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought. And it's kind of old news, but it's like nothing against her. I don't like her, but nothing against her. How can you not give it to the people trying to rightfully overthrow their government?
Right.
I mean,
Trying to make their actual government
trying to be a
better.
democracy.
Yeah.
Trying to
yeah,
bring, peace and everything.
Yeah.
Well, of course, history shows peace is always...
Yeah, Jesus, man. What are you doing?
Did you just spray the cat with
Yeah,
that?
just sprayed a cat.
No, I feel like it's scary how many governments still are run that way. And I don't know. There's only so much the people can actually do, but yeah.
Well, and
You know
that's the
what
thing. When you have a government in that sort of power
Yeah,
for that long, it's not an easy thing to just change it.
right. 'Cause they got
Well, hello there, cat.
they got security.
Leave the bug
Keep
alone.
pushing.
Hey,
They got
get down.
security and
down.
everybody in the country on their side,
Yeah.
the leader's side, and it's scary that.
In the long run, I don't think they're gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't get me wrong, they
It's-
want to be a democracy, and that's cool, and I want them to be, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get Tiananmen Square all over again, and tanks rolling in through China.
One
I
man
just-
standing in the
I know
middle
what
of the
I'm gonna
highway.
do to help.
Not gonna happen.
So I know what I'm gonna do to help. I'm gonna work when I get out of college for about 5 years, and I'm gonna start a laser pointer company and just ship them all over there for free.
What are laser pointers?
What are the laser pointers gonna do?
You know what they do with them, right?
No.
They got all the face scanning technology over there,
Oh, just put
and
lasers on them?
they blind the cameras.
Why
with
don't you
it.
just make a mask company then?
Because the laser pointer looks cool. That's what they're already doing.
Jordan's all about what's
But
cool.
you
So
gotta
let
think
me
of it
get-
this way.
Plus,
Cost effectiveness here, buddy.
Plus-
Masks are gonna be a lot
plus-
cheaper
plus-
than those
plus.
laser pointers.
Let him finish.
when the police are looking at your mask, be like, "Oh, these fucking idiots! They just got a mask on."
Yeah.
Now shine a laser pointer directly into their eye.
I guess.
If it's a powerful enough one, then maybe you could destroy the
Leave
camera.
the bug alone.
But
I know there's this bug flying around in here for some reason. I don't know.
Fucking ladybugs, man.
And that's how you know summer's coming though, once the bugs are coming back. I mean,
Summer's not. It was really nice.
you know that is the
It's
hidden.
still February.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
it
hidden
was a
gem
nice
about
day
winter,
today.
though. It wasn't. It was 50 degrees, so the bugs are going to start eventually coming back. They're
They'll
going to
be
die
dead
next
in a
week,
week.
or on Tuesday.
they're
but-
gonna die halfway through the week when
I
it
don't know.
plummets
It's
again.
54 today. It's gonna snow on Tuesday, so
Yep. Don't
They'll
be
be dead.
excited.
You know, that's the thing about winter that just doesn't get talked enough about. You don't have bugs. You just don't have to deal with them.
but
Yeah.
you deal with a lot of other shit.
Yeah, I guess. but-
I still
I'd
don't
rather
think it's
I'd
bad
rather
as
deal
being-
with the bugs than
I don't.
I mean, bugs don't bother me, so I don't really give a shit.
cat.
But just grab
I'm
her.
gonna throw you off the table the next time I have to do this.
Come on.
Just
I don't know
get
what she's
down.
looking at, but go figure.
Well, the bug was over there on the
Was
other
it?
light
No,
thing,
it
so
was-
it's just. But yeah, as Dad has said too, there are ways to combat the whole bug thing. Like eating a whole bunch of garlic. He says.
Well, that's what I do. I mean,
Well,
I
and
eat like a dick.
bugs
with garlic.
don't.
The whole Canaris
That's with
family,
them.
they just go. They don't like that shit.
Just don't do what our city does.
Why?
Just spray that worthless
It
chemical
does
in the air.
nothing.
Yeah.
Doesn't
it
kill
really
them,
doesn't.
and all it does is infect your lungs
Right.
with poisonous
Yeah.
chemicals.
Well, and
What even
actually,
is
if
it? Do you
anything,
know?
it just stirs
Isn't
them
it
up.
like DEET stuff? Yeah, I don't think it has like DEET and stuff in it. But
I don't know.
I don't know what
I
it
don't
is
know,
either.
but it's not
yeah,
good for you.
It isn't. None of that stuff is.
I just don't see that. I mean, every time they do it, I get happy that they're doing it because I'm like, oh, they're trying to deal with the bugs. But it does, as far as I'm concerned, just pushes them into your house.
Yeah.
It just stirs them up and gets
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
It
riled.
ain't killing them.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's no way.
It'll
you can-
kill a decent amount.
Yeah, but it's
But
not
they'll
enough.
reproduce enough in a day where they'll be
Yeah.
like back.
They won't.
It's not like you can just go around spraying raid or something because then you'll just kill the town.
Yeah.
There goes
But-
the ozone.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Who cares about everybody else? As long as the
I'll
bugs
just
are gone,
bug bomb a town.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
do this.
So
you're alright without it.
I was reading an article in Utah about some man in he was at some hotel and he spent 10 years in one of those big ice freezers.
Bats.
One of those.
Continue.
I hate you. One of those hotel like ice freezers. You know what I mean? For 10 years before he was discovered.
How do you live that like?
No, the bigger question is, how does no one in 10 years at a hotel get ice?
Well, that's what I mean.
That's the first thing I do at a hotel.
But there's a body in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's, he went in the freezer for I don't know what reason.
And then he just
they
didn't come
They
out.
didn't say, but
Wow.
and they just found him 10 years later.
That reminds me
It's
of
impressive.
Just as a block.
Absolutely impressive.
That reminds me of that story about the guy that fell behind like
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
big
he-
like freezer thing.
Yeah, he fell
and they
behind
didn't find
like
him
a refrigeration
forever.
thing at like a grocery store. And like the place had already closed, but since he fell down behind it, he couldn't get out and there was nobody there.
Wasn't that like
Scream
it
or
was like
something?
7 years or something?
Yeah, he was back there for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
There's just a body left when
Yeah.
they found him.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't
get that.
That scares me. It's
A
like
lot of retarded
Has no one ever
shitting.
smelled a body before? Like, well, you
yeah,
probably. I mean,
it has to.
I've gotten. It's so convenient I talk about this because me and my dad were talking about this like a month ago about the smell of like what a dead carcass is like.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's the worst smell on the planet.
Yeah.
Like period. Like you will always remember it. You'll never forget it. How do you no one notice that?
yeah.
Like a week
I don't-
later,
Smells like carcass.
that body is
Yeah.
in full maggot mode. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna smell that shit.
Yeah. I don't know how nobody would notice it. Like it was in a store, but like you said, it closed and everything. So
Right.
I'm sure nobody went in there.
If it was like a
But
separate building in its own little area, you're not gonna smell it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
don't know. That's crazy.
I can understand people like. There's got to be at least one person in that 7-year span who saw the
Saw
body
something,
and was
yeah.
like, "Nah, I'm good."
They're gonna.
I don't wanna
get
deal with that.
suspicious.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not getting into this
Yeah,
fucking
you
shit
Yeah.
again.
you'd get so suspicious, like just
Oh,
being
yeah.
in that situation. Like I found a dead
So
body.
wait, how did he get trapped behind the freezer then?
Just
he
fell
just
behind
fell
it.
behind there. I think.
He fell behind a freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you wait? What?
That's what I want.
And it was like this much of a gap, so if like he fell down head first, he's stuck. Like
That would be one of the worst ways to die. If
Oh.
like being trapped not
upside
being,
down.
Yeah, not being
you know,
able to
but
do,
like there's no
your
chance.
blood like going to your
Well,
head.
and that's-
in that
that would
You're
situation.
explain a
gonna
lot,
hallucinate
'cause-
before you go too.
Yeah, if you were upside down, then
Well,
the amount of
you'd
blood
go
rushing
quicker.
to your head.
You
Yeah.
go
You-
quicker, but
you
you're
lose
definitely
consciousness.
lasting
Yeah.
past a day.
Yeah,
You're gonna
still
last
going.
over a day.
But if you're unconscious, you're not gonna know.
There's no way he's gonna be unconscious for 24 hours though. I don't think so. And at that point, I
Swear
mean,
to God.
at that point, how do you not call for help? I mean, you gotta scream or do something.
I'm sure he probably was.
Well, I
Trying
think
to
it's
do
like
something.
what isn't the whole number like 2 or 3 minutes being upside down before you start losing consciousness?
They say that, but I don't believe that shit.
I don't know.
Like-
Well, it might
just
also be dependent on health as well as age.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So depending on how old this
Let's
person
test
was,
it out.
Because as long as you're
Somebody hold me upside down.
as long as you're
Josh.
still
start the
I'm
next
gonna do stupid
podcast.
stuff.
with
that's
that.
episode 4.
Hang
Right
from the
there.
ceiling, and I do the whole podcast from up there.
We're just
till I
gonna
pass
duct tape
out.
you to the back wall.
We'll start
Stuff
asking
keep you upside
questions
down.
and
And if we stop
And all of a
hearing you,
sudden- all
if
of
we
a
stop
sudden
hearing
just
you like
like-
5 minutes through, we know it's true.
Yeah. And then you just leave me up there the rest of the time. Just
No, I mean if you're in a healthy enough standpoint, yeah, the blood's gonna go to your head, but your body should still pump normal enough to the rest of your body that you'll stay conscious. I mean, and that kind of doesn't make sense to go unconscious being upside down. Yeah, the blood's going to your brain. That's what's keeping you conscious. Like
Yeah.
how are you gonna?
well, I don't know.
Too much.
Just the feeling.
So
Yeah,
the
the feeling
pressure.
you get. Yeah, the feeling
I
you
guess.
get.
it
You get a headache.
would probably be like
A big
G-force.
headache.
You know,
Like a big headache.
Too much G-force can make you pass out.
Yeah.
So it probably got to be along the same lines of too much pressure of all that blood
Into
rushing
your head. Yeah.
is gonna press in just the right way to knock you out.
I mean, I guess.
I imagine that feeling would be like when you're taking a really, really hot shower and you're in there for a long time
And
and you start sweating, so you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna turn this down, and then all of a sudden you're like,
yeah.
You do that movement. And
You're like,
you're
oh,
like,
yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck.
like we're done.
I imagine that's how that's gonna
It
feel.
probably
Like,
is. I honestly.
So
It's scary.
most of us have seen like Black Panther, right?
Yep.
yeah.
I think you've seen it, yeah. So the USDA listed them as a trade partner, Wakanda. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It showed up on an article I saw. I didn't go too deep into it, but apparently, the USDA listed Wakanda as a trade partner.
For what reason?
So even a real place?
No,
No.
it's not.
I was gonna
It's
say.
just it's a fictional place in the movie.
That is. There were so
How
many
do you
people.
make that kind of mistake?
I don't. They probably. I don't know. I feel like maybe they were trying to make a joke behind it, but Probably not. They probably were serious.
I understand it's one thing if it's like, let's say you see something that's everywhere, but it's not like super huge. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like someone says peanut butter tastes like shit. Okay, but you see it everywhere.
Peanut butter.
But it's not like super big. It wasn't in a movie. It's not on TV. You just see it like here and there and here and there, and you're like, oh, it must be true. This is different. It's in a like top 20 grossing movies of all time.
Yeah.
How do you not? Everyone in America has just about seen that movie.
There's so much stuff off of that. There was some big uproar about a credit card that had like Harriet Tubman on it for Black History Month.
I remember hearing about
that.
Had.
They said it was the Wakanda Forever like symbol, but she was just like she was holding up a sign or something. It was not the Wakanda, but people were just going off about it, like, "Oh my God, like, why are you doing this?" But yeah, I don't know.
This is why I'm just gonna get like a picture of a wall on my credit card.
Yeah,
Picture of a wall.
People will find something to.
Yeah. Just, I'll just throw it up on the internet and be like, figure out something to bitch about with this.
Because the internet will.
They'd be like, you can't be more creative in your life than that, you fucking loser. Jesus Christ.
I often find myself saying I love the internet, but God, I hate it.
Oh my God.
I don't know what it is about the internet
Twitter.
that just brings out the worst of human beings.
Twitter's
Twitter's
incredible.
I've
The
actually
internet's
grown
a bitch.
to like Twitter more than Facebook.
Oh.
Because of the way people respond to stuff.
Oh.
After that goddamn grammar Nazi piece of shit from like 2 days ago. I can tell you about this. I made a comment on like literally a month ago. It was on the EA's website about a game. They were like doing it was the game Anthem, which was a complete flop. I played it, Earl played it. It was okay.
I played it.
Yeah, Jordan played it. The game was a complete flop. You beat it in 2 days, and there's nothing left to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to bring out this huge remaster for it, try to make some money back. And I commented as, just don't do it. Give us like the Mass Effect remaster, just call it a day. You're not going to make any more money. Everyone hates this game. Some motherfucker has the audacity to comment just there. Because he wanted to correct the way I spelled there.
He's probably upset.
And then the person below him goes, does your fiance know you can't spell? This cunt has... Oh, I fucking hate him.
I just told him, I'm just like, I told him to reply with like, does your mom know you're tweeting from her basement?
Like, I have no problem if it's like really shit grammar.
Yeah.
Like, if I spell something horribly wrong. But if it's the variation of there... And do you understand the sentence? Yeah, you do. Then shut the fuck up. I don't care.
I feel like people that correct grammar like that are just butthurt about what you probably said and just want to piss you off.
Like the first 3
comments.
100%.
So on that post, I hopped on Facebook, and then that was like 30 seconds ago is when EA posted this, and I was like, I was literally the first comment on the post on like a huge website or on the huge channel on Facebook. So when it got the most attention out of a lot of things. So like the first 2 comments like, oh, I don't agree with you. Oh, I agree with you. Civilized people. And then these motherfuckers have to come in and just...
dig on you. He's upset.
I was sitting there, because this was at like 10:30 in the morning when I saw this comment finally.
Yeah.
And I read it, and I was... You can literally see steam coming out of my ears. I was so pissed.
You should have dug into his profile and just ripped him apart.
I did a little bit, but then I was like, you're better than this, Garrett. Don't do this.
Oh, dude. Like, seriously, like, I'm not that good with it.
You gotta be like, fuck you.
Here's what actually...
If someone's gonna attack me
I'll tell you what
personally,
actually
I'm
happened.
ripping them apart.
After I saw this, I commented on it, and I was like, listen here, you son of a bitch. And it was like a paragraph of me pissed off, and then I went...
He thought that.
I was like... I shouldn't do that. And I deleted the whole post.
He's like, I'm a good person.
I felt so guilty. I was like, I want to rip into this kid so hard, but I know how Facebook works. You can't ever win in an argument. Ever. Yeah. You just can't.
Well, and that's it. That's the internet nowadays. Everyone has their, I don't care what your opinion is. You could have any opinion you want. You could say the sky is orange and teal and blue all at the same freaking time. Howdy doody to you, buddy.
Yeah.
But... if you have any type of opinion that differs from anyone, they will automatically rip into you. And that's all it is they live for those moments of, oh, I did something to upset somebody. That's my, I feel happy today because that's the only way they could feel enjoyment in their life.
Yeah.
And
it's like, go get a fucking girlfriend or something.
So
Or just jerk off.
Literally anything.
Before we go into
Then
anything
just
else,
sit on Facebook and
they get
shit
too
on
far
people.
off a tangent. Bringing up movies. Now, this is going to bridge movies and games. Eli, I want to make sure I get his name right. Eli Roth, who
no clue.
he's done some movies, not some big ones nowadays, but one of them you might remember, Cabin Fever.
I've heard of it.
I watched it
Think
a long
I may
time
have
ago.
seen it,
I
but
can't
don't
remember some of his recent stuff. He is partnering with Lionsgate
Okay,
to possibly do an adaptation of Borderlands.
that'd be interesting.
Now-
It's gonna be a
I
Tales
did
of
hear
shit
about
that's
this.
sad.
And that's the thing. My biggest problem with adaptations from experience with Avatar: The Last Airbender and the other adaptations we've ever seen is there's gonna be things wrong.
Yeah.
Because live adaptations of stuff such as, us Borderlands fans, that is so sci-fi that, yeah, an adaptation could be done, seeing as some of the other shows we've seen. However, it's going to need to sink a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to do that, I would no doubt think they would get their money's worth.
Yeah.
However, are they going to or not?
I don't
I
think
mean,
they
probably-
would into something like that.
I think there's an audience for it, but it's not gonna
not big enough for
happen.
them.
Yeah.
No.
Well-
It's just
don't
there's just
know.
not a big enough audience for shit like that.
Yeah.
If they don't make the movie better than Borderlands 3, then I'm really not fucking going. So
Because there's been a lot of, not a lot, but a good amount of movie adaptations of video games. Some have been like Dead Space had a animated one,
Yeah.
and it did okay. But I think Mass Effect had one too. It didn't. There's been none of them ever caught. I think the only one that did decent was like, you could technically say Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
The ones they did.
Yeah.
I like
They
that.
had the old ones
For the
with
most part.
Angelina Jolie.
they're making
Yeah.
a second one.
What?
They're making a
Tomb
second movie to
Yeah.
the next Tomb Raider game.
There's already 2 movies.
Well, then they're making a third.
Okay, yeah. There's already 2.
Yeah, they're making another.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think there is.
I'm not sure.
I think there's just
No,
one.
I think there's just
Just
a
one?
one.
Because
Because
they're
okay.
making
You
Yeah,
had,
right.
yeah, you had the old Angelina Jolie ones, and then
But out
these
of the
new
new
ones
one,
came
there's only
out,
one,
and then they
right?
came out. I think it was either last year or the year before.
Be
It
2
just
years
came out with the new reboot
Yeah.
and stuff.
And
Like that.
it's good. I really liked it. I think. Did you watch it with me?
I
Yeah.
still haven't
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
really
pretty
enjoyed
good.
it. It's a little slow.
But it goes really well
Yeah.
with the game.
Yeah,
It's
it pairs
pretty
well
on
with
point.
it. She's a fantastic actor for it.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah, she is. She doesn't have the look of
It's
it, but
only
she does.
reason.
She has the British accent like perfect down.
Oh, that's perfect.
Which is kind of weird because in these newer games, she didn't really have that accent. It was there
Not
a
as
little
much.
bit, but because she's normally British.
Yeah.
In the original games and the original movies, she's supposed to be British, but they just always fluff that part of it. I don't know
Which is
why.
okay.
Wait, you don't like British people?
I don't like the accent.
That's fair.
Or the teeth.
Or the teeth.
Stop.
Speaking of other games that
Good
might
job.
also get some type of adaptation, 2 games that they're not really getting an adaptation, but possibly an actual series, kind of like how you were mentioning earlier, coming from Activision and Blizzard.
Ew.
Weird
Overwatch
company.
Ooh.
and
No.
Diablo.
No.
What was the first one?
Overwatch.
No.
No.
Well,
You
the
already
reason,
lost me.
well, and this is when I was reading through the article, the whole thing is because of between Overwatch and of course Diablo, the cinematic cutscenes are phenomenal,
Yeah.
and they're thinking of possibly doing something like that along that lines, not live action adaptation, but still that kind of animated series along with I don't know if they're going to go with just, I doubt it's just going to be pulling the cinematics from all the games. But doing something along the universe of that, which, if that's what they're going to do, I would love to see a Diablo one. Because,
I think if it happens, an Overwatch one will happen, not a Diablo though.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the
Overwatch
thing.
is such a huger fan base,
and
and
that's
it's got
it.
a lot more diverse characters and rich storylines. And Diablo is just, it'd be cool and it'd be cinematically really badass, but it just kind of ain't. I mean,
Well, and what I was
don't know.
reading is
it wouldn't do well.
that they would think that Overwatch would be the bigger possibility because Overwatch fans from day one have been like really wanting it because every now and then you see the different cinematic stuff they do.
Oh, you want to talk about a cult Overwatch players?
That are some horrible people.
But,
yeah.
I mean,
all I know is I don't give a fuck about any video games. Just give me the next Rainbow Six game.
I won't.
That's about it.
How
Because
about
every
a
other
Call of
game
Duty
that's
game
come
that
out
doesn't
has
suck?
kind of sucked.
I don't think.
I know it's been announced, not like half announced. I know they're doing like a Rainbow Six Outbreak. When they had that, that weird version of Rainbow where it was which it's so weird that Rainbow does that. They spent like months working on that Outbreak version of it, and then it would like lasted a month on the game, and then you couldn't play it again. And so now they're gonna release a different like zombified version.
Well,
of
they
Rainbow.
just did year 5.
It'd be year 4, wouldn't it?
They're on year
the
5.
year 5
Really?
pass.
That's crazy.
Yeah, actually,
Just let it die and make a new one.
Yeah.
To be fair,
It's
though,
changed too
to be
much.
fair,
Too much.
we've played that a lot, and
Yeah.
it's still. I mean, I still enjoy it. I haven't played it in a long time. It's probably been over 6 months now.
well, and it's because
But you have to admit, it's one of those games we get all 5 of us together on,
And I can sit down and break a controller.
Yes,
real
but you
quick.
can break a controller. I've seen you probably break a controller on GTA.
No.
Playing by himself.
I wouldn't doubt it,
I've
though.
broken a lot of controllers.
Some douchebag comes around in his flying motorcycle.
I don't lose.
Blows you
I
up
don't
a
lose in
couple times.
GTA.
You don't lose in GTA.
No, when he does that, I sit back, I put headphones on both ears.
Oh no!
I fucking tear them
Serious,
apart.
Jordan.
I tear them
He's in the
apart.
game now.
You don't fuck with me,
His
GTA.
boy up.
So with 2019 being over now, and we're into 2020, I have a challenge for you. You think you can guess what the top 10 Google searches of 2019 are?
Coronavirus.
Pornhub.
Neither. You probably could guess what the top one is.
One in the top
if you
10.
really
or
think
just the
about
top
it.
one?
Just any of the top 10.
Kobe.
Nope.
Uh,
It's tough, isn't it?
You said the
Yeah,
last
it is
decade or
really
last year?
For 2019.
For 2019, what the top 10 searches are.
It's a lot harder than I thought it would have been. Like, number 1 makes complete sense when I think about it. But,
I can't think of it.
Is Tesla's Cybertruck anywhere in there?
nope. Most of them make sense. Number 1 is Disney Plus. That's the most searched for thing in 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can
After that's
understand
Cameron Boyce.
Oh,
yeah.
some dude
Disney.
that died. Yeah, some Disney.
He's a
channel
Disney
kid
dude.
that died.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
I
had like
agree
a
with that
seizure or
now.
something. Didn't he have like a seizure?
He had
or
a
something?
seizure in his
Yeah.
sleep and died.
You know what edit I would love? That Cameron Boyce guy on Disney, though, and he's doing the Disney drawing,
Channel?
except he's drawing a coffin. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh man,
That was dark.
that's bad.
All right.
I mean, that's bad, but
we're
also.
done. We're done talking about it.
But also, if you just have it, so he's having a seizure while he's trying to draw it.
That's even worse. You're watching Disney Channel.
Before I continue this, you've seen those videos where they like show what the person's hand is actually doing in those cuts, and it's like
It's fucking weird to watch. I don't like that.
it's
I
terrifying.
don't like that.
Number 3 is Nipsey Hussle,
Okay.
That makes sense.
which I believe.
Yep.
Hurricane Dorian, number 4. Antonio Brown, 5. Luke Perry is 6. I don't
You
know where-
mean
I don't know where he was.
Antonio
this
Brown,
year.
aka CTE bitch.
CT.
bitch.
7 Avengers Endgame. 8 Game of Thrones makes sense. 9 iPhone 11 and 10 Juicy Smollett.
Juicy smoothie.
I mean that's a pretty good span of the entire
Yeah,
year there.
that sums
is.
it up.
Because the,
very
That's
well.
a
the
lot of
Jussie
that's
Smollett one was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Disney Plus was near the end of the year. Dipsy was in the middle. I mean, they were kind of like, that's all over the board there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, that's not bad.
That is really interesting though to see. I thought more stuff would be on there.
I'm looking at this thing here. This is on Google Trends here. It's showing the most searched things. There's a section for babies.
Like,
I guess you can guarantee what the number 1 baby is.
God. I don't know.
It's Baby Yoda.
oh, God.
Okay, that makes
Of course
sense.
it is.
Baby
Why are
Yoda,
people-
Baby Shark,
I've got a-
Royal Baby.
I've got a dark mind, so my mind went in a completely different direction here. I'm sorry.
Tell us where it went.
Like,
We all know where Jordan.
going back to the Catholic Church. I'm looking at you.
They have the movie ones here too, and I don't agree with them. So they have Avengers Endgame as number 1, obviously. It was the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah.
Then they had Captain Marvel as number 2.
Gross.
Ooh, no.
I really did not give a shit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't agree
I
with
I don't
you
care
know,
for any of them.
it's okay for backstory.
Yeah.
I know the reason why it's up there. I hate it.
Yeah. You know,
And it was all about the whole feminist thing. That is it.
like I said, I'm totally happy for the movement and everything. You know, we're having because we're doing it with Black Panther.
The Ghostbusters movie.
Black Widow this year. Thank you. Didn't help at all.
Didn't help at all.
Yeah,
You're
we're gonna have
welcome,
Black
buddy.
Widow this year, and I'm all for the feminist movement and like the Black Panther, the African American movement. It's all cool. I like it. I don't think it needs to be. I think it needs to be judged on the merits of the movie, and I just didn't think Captain Marvel was that good of a movie.
Well, and that's it.
It was slow. It was kind of boring. The
Well,
story
if you
was
ever look at Rotten
okay.
Tomatoes, they don't
Yeah.
judge anything by the merits of their movie.
Yeah,
They
well, Rotten
go-
Tomatoes just shuts
Well,
everything
and that's
down
it.
for no
I've
reason.
seen movies that were like, now I know a lot of people won't know this movie, but Hidalgo.
Yeah, that's,
You know, it was, in my opinion, it was a great movie. It's still one of those ones that'll bring a tear to my eye because of some of the moments it has. I'm pretty sure they rated that the last time I saw it like dog shit compared to something, you know, that
A
was
Lego
eh.
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, like the Lego movie. Oh yeah, let's give it a 90%, and then something that's 20 times better, let's give it a solid 2.
We were looking at that. We were on. It was either Vudu or like Microsoft Store for movies, and they had Godzilla King of the Monsters at like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. They had the Dora the Explorer movie at like 80%.
Like,
Are you
fuck that.
shitting me?
That's Spanish, bitch.
That's why I can't trust them.
She's
They don't know
fine.
anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
That backpack she
she
got.
got 3 C's, dog.
No, but like,
She like,
how do you
Wow.
have a Dora movie that good? I mean, I almost want to watch it now just to. Is it actually good? Am I gonna watch it and be like,
Don't
"Bah."
waste your time, please.
Ooh.
Dora? My
I
God.
didn't care about the Dora show when I was a kid. I don't care about it now.
If Dora's showing us what the fuck is actually going on in Mexico, I'll maybe watch it. But like, I
Store
don't think
bought
that's
it on
gonna
the
be
table.
portrayed in the kids show.
What's in your backpack?
God,
A
that's
dime
ball.
bag.
Yeah. Fucking needle.
Dora
Soaks it
too.
up.
Dora smuggles across the border. It's just her journey of
She's
just.
looking at the map.
Journey to
She's got her map. She's like, this is how we get there.
I have such a horrible image
Pulls up-
playing in my head right now.
Dora
of how
pulls
this
up to
would
the
play
border with Swiper, and he's going to swipe his visa, and he's like, "Swiper, no swiping."
Get back to your home.
Oh Lord.
We're terrible.
out. I just
people.
imagine she gets across the bridge with the troll and she looks up and the cartel's just waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah. And then
That
she-
would be an interesting twist if they make the Dark Door movie where she's like a cartel runner. I think that'd be great.
Dora, return to Juarez.
Puto.
I'm all for doing dark versions of like cartoons
Dude,
just
I
because.
love it.
Oh yeah.
It's fun. I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
Like if they made a Rugrats movie where all of them were like serial killers or something.
I mean, just
Crazy.
just need to DM Meat Canyon.
Oh
He'll do it.
gosh.
Yeah, shout out to Meat Canyon
Oh
for
my god.
the amazing content of Wabbit
You guys-
season.
Wabbit season.
Wow.
Looking like a double wide surprise.
Here's an interesting one for you. Can you guess the top searches in musicians? Like that includes artists, everyone.
For
I was
2019?
2019.
thinking Hustle, but
Nope.
Probably not.
It's not.
And are you going by top 10?
Yeah.
Anywhere in there?
I would say Drake, just because he's so popular, but he didn't drop anything.
Who had a scandal? Did
Lizzo.
anybody have a scandal?
Is she in
Who had
there?
a scandal this
Number
year?
7.
I knew it.
Demi Lovato.
You know who's it's they have a scandal. They're number 1. You could say they survived something.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, he's number 1 this year.
Oh lord.
Yeah. Literally the entire top 10 is people who had scandals. R. Kelly number 1, 21 Savage. Billie Eilish is on there, but she won 4 Grammys. She cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she
gonna
did.
have it. Lil Nas, he came out in 2019. I know something happened to A$AP Rocky. He's on here too.
He was on prison.
He was
Sweden.
Yeah. I don't know why Motley Crue's on here. Gladys Knight, I think,
They come
died
back.
this year.
Okay, Motley Crue.
They
They
coming
probably maybe because they've
Maybe the
done the most.
documentary that came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
possible they came out that and everyone realized just how much drugs they really did.
They're
That's
going
like-
on tour again
yeah.
too. Like I would not pay.
What do you
for
think
that.
about the Ozzy canceling his tour? Because you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I'm
He's-
giving him literally 2 years at the most.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
I think
doesn't.
that's it.
He doesn't have anything left. I don't know why.
He
Like,
just dropped a new song with
Post.
Yeah.
It's shit.
It fucking
Yeah,
It's
sucked.
really
It's awful.
shit. Like,
He's done. He should just.
it's sad to say. I mean, we're gonna lose him soon, which sucks because
Yeah.
he's been around for so long and he's an icon.
He's a Prince of Darkness. Come on now.
But yeah, he's just. When I saw him at the Grammys giving away an award, and he was shaky, he had a
Yeah,
cane, he
yeah.
had to have his
He
wife
looked-
helping him out.
That's right. Although
Hell,
like I was saying
Ghost
with
Wife.
Motley, because Motley Crue's going on tour with.
I think
I can't remember who it is.
Is-
It's another big.
they had that tour, and
Is it
it's
Def
Def
Leppard?
Leppard, yeah, Def
Yeah.
Leppard, because they did that 2 years ago.
Who wants to see those guys, like I saw Vince Neil up in Fort Dodge last year, and he is God.
They're so
awful.
old now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what I mean.
enjoyable.
Well,
It's not.
and I think to an extent, those who would like to
It's just
actually
like
have
the
seen them in
nostalgia.
person, like
I was
me
saying,
personally,
like,
I grew up with that kind of rock.
Oh yeah.
Like Motley Crue, Led Zeppelin, Megadeth, Metallica. I would love to see them in person. Years down the road, when they probably should have stopped playing music, do I really want to listen to the music? No.
Yeah.
Do I want the experience of being? Yeah, I was there up there in the front row, and I got to see
like,
as
See
as
Vince
he
Neil
shredded on the
railing a
guitar.
line of cocaine
Awesome.
off him.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like 40 years down the road, if The Weeknd hasn't overdosed yet, I will definitely buy tickets to his show.
I think the rise of
Even
rap.
if he's like
Yeah.
70.
Like, I think this version of rap is going to be really interesting in a few years. Because we're just starting to see the end of certain rappers' careers, like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He's finally on the
God.
end, and we're finally starting to see the end of a few. But in like 20, 30 years, 40 years from now, I'm curious to see what some of these guys are going to be like. Like, are they still going to be trying to party it up and make music? Like, are we going to be getting a 21 Savage album when
I
he's
hope
60?
not. I hope we don't get another one from him anyways. Just in general.
Ever.
Fucking trap, mumble music. Fuck that bullshit, dude. Give me more Logic and Joyner, dude. I fucking cannot.
Maybe more of the
stand-
latter than the front. I don't know. I don't care for Logic.
I don't care
I
for
don't really
Joyner.
either right now.
It's me in the middle ground
His
saying
last
neither.
album was great.
I liked
It
it.
was great.
It's alright.
I have a. I don't know what it is about Logic. There's just something about him. He's not.
It's-
I'm not
it's
saying he
just a
hasn't had
little
good
different.
songs. It's just something about his voice, his style. It just doesn't click with me. I don't know what it is. Joyner does very well, but I don't know. Go figure. Oh,
That's just my kind of music.
I mean,
True rap.
I can't say true rap.
I'm calling that true rap compared to what we have right now. 100%.
Some people call mumble rap.
See,
It's not old school, but
Yeah.
it's.
I'm
like
starting to
true
cut
rap.
a lot more on the producer side of it than the lyrical side of it.
Yeah.
Like, if I really
That's why we have trap music.
within reason. I mean, like I if I enjoy the beat a lot, it's
The music
more
is
definite
good.
I'm gonna enjoy
Right.
the song most of the time, at least. Like if the lyrics kind of suck but the beat is like really good, I can vibe to it.
That's the
I'll just
case
kind of
with a
phase
lot
out
of-
the lyrics and just I'll enjoy the beat. I mean,
But if you got crap beat and crap lyrics,
yeah.
But if you
it's
can
good.
understand the lyrics, that's a whole step closer to being a good song than not
It
being
is,
able
yes.
to understand
Well,
what
that's it.
they're saying.
it's just being able. That's one of the
It's
things
a-
I
it's
used to
finding
miss.
that middle ground. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why to this day until the day I die I'll be a diehard rock guy because not nowadays rock. Let's clear that up. Not
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's not.
But back in the day, the 70s, 80s, 90s, when you had Ozzy back in his prime.
Not dying.
Yeah, not dying. Megadeth in their prime. Metallica. Their songs were amazing. You understood everything they said. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and there was a lot more of a group of people that listened to that stuff
Yeah.
back then too. There's just not many. There probably is still a group, but I just don't think it's as big anymore.
No, I mean-
hip hop's taken over.
Well, and that's
A
it.
lot.
Rock is slowly phasing out because, well, you look at today's rock music. It's not really that good. You can't top the oldies like
Yeah.
you can. You can't produce something nowadays, call it rock, and be like, yeah, but how does that hold up against Aerosmith?
Most people can't play the guitar and stuff the same
Well,
way
and
today.
Well,
nowadays
that's it.
rock is just so much different than it used to be. The sounds are different.
Yeah.
Like nowadays rock, people call it like Imagine Dragons and shit, and those sounds are so much different. Now it's like a
It's
rock
alternative.
pop. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
alternative, but
And
it's
that
a rock
sucks,
pop
too.
hybrid.
And that's it.
I
and
mean,
that's
there's a few that are good every now and again. You get a couple.
Yeah.
But as we get more and more like in the future, rock has just been phased out.
And
It's just
then-
kind of how that sound
yeah.
is just people. It's been outdone. People, we've heard so many of those sounds.
well,
There's only so many
everything
things you can
does.
do with a guitar, and we've just about got there. I mean,
How much do you hear of new blues?
yeah. I mean,
It's just how it
It's
is.
called R&B now.
yeah. I mean, it's
Well,
R&B now, but now they're different sounds. They use
Yeah.
like synthesizers and
Yeah,
crap like
and
that.
that's it. It's not
Because-
that old style, maybe like jazz. The getting the saxophones and stuff like that. You don't have that old style to it. It sucks to say it, but the music of what I call the good time is just phasing out, and we just kind of have to roll with whatever they want to
Yeah.
pump out to
Well,
us
because
every
now
year
that
after year.
sounds are made digitally,
Yeah.
you can. It opens the door to make so
Yeah.
many different music. I mean, with a guitar, you can only do so much shit.
Yeah.
When it's digital, the sky's the
a lot.
limit. You can do
Yeah,
whatever the hell you
But
want.
you gotta admit, though,
I mean-
5-minute sick riff on a guitar will beat
Oh yeah, it's still
Yeah,
guitar.
a 20-minute bomb beat that someone came up with. I don't care what anyone says.
Go back here. That's about all the time we got, I'd say, right?
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Good.
Next week, next Wednesday, expect my father to be a part of the podcast. We're going to add him into the stable. That should be fun for all of us.
Oh yeah.
We've had him before on the TT podcast, and that was a fun time. So expect that. That would be TT. It beats pronouncing toxic topics because I feel like Michael Strahan every time I say that. But that should be what this Wednesday is 24th, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
26th.
23rd.
Is it?
Wow.
Today's
Wait,
the
way
23rd.
off.
Wait, today is the 23rd. Okay, I don't know my date. Don't
Did I
talk
say
to me.
23rd? Wow, I'm mentally challenged.
Yeah.
So 26. We're in a leap year, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Don't claw me.
The 5th, March 5th will be next Wednesday.
Don't claw me.
I don't know.
We'll go with that.
We'll
We'll
go
say
with
March
that.
5th
We'll go
and
with
4th.
that. We'll go with that.
Yes,
Don't-
expect.
Don't hold us to that. We
Yeah.
don't know yet.
My father will be on. There'll be 5 of us, so it's going to look a little awkward around here, but he's in town, so that should be an interesting podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make that a little longer than usual. I mean, who
Maybe.
knows?
He's always got interesting
We'll figure
Oh, yeah.
something out.
He can
See if
always
I'm
yell on
Oh,
the
yeah.
mic
If I'm
and-
not sick.
Yeah.
if you're not dying. So,
Yeah. Get you one
well
of those
then,
breathing masks.
as
man,
always-
Coronavirus.
I'm Garrett,
I'm Josh.
Earl.
I'm Jordan.
and that's Zena. See you next week.